Hey guys, it's Empress. Guess what? I'm back with another one. Let's get to it.
It's more than a statement, it's a way of life. Celebration. The Mr. Jackson talking.
Alright guys, I know. Y'all so ready for me to get into that Truth or Dare documentary. But before we get into that, there's still some Blond Ambition behind the scenes tour stuff I want to see. So hope you guys want to see it too. Let's get to it.
It's Ron Parker, and if Madonna stops by 93Q before 6 o'clock tonight, she'll get $25,000 for her favorite charity.
As the city lucky enough to be the first stop on Madonna's U.S. tour, how is Houston preparing for opening night? Well, at 2 local radio stations, generous offers were being made.
We're just like a half a block away, just 1,000 feet away from the summit. So come on up to the 20th floor, Madonna, please. $25,000, your favorite charity. What a deal.
She never did show up, but that did nothing to dampen Houston's excitement. And not only is Houston psyched to be hosting the first night of the Blond Ambition tour, for the last couple of days, there's been an unofficial Madonna watch going on in this town. Even in downtown Houston right behind me, they are on the lookout for her. What does she eat for breakfast? According to the Houston Chronicle, rice cakes with honey. Where was she spotted jogging? Memorial Park in day-glow shorts, says the Post, which also dutifully tells us she passed up a shopping trip to the Hermes boutique. But only one Madonna sighting really mattered, the one that happened when she took the stage at the summit. Those who'd heard advance reports from Japan knew what to expect. Madonna's most theatrical show yet, made up of scenes that are part pop concert and part Broadway musical.
It's a piece where we don't have to stop, you know, at the end of every number and, like, people applaud. I mean, we could really do the show without audience interaction, which a lot of concerts rely on.
And if you thought...
Dang, not they still wearing Virgin stuff in the 90s. That's cool. And it's so crazy because, like, that would have been a time, right, where Madonna would have showed up to that radio station just because she needed the promotion. You know what I'm saying? Now she is the machine. Let's go.
Madonna wannabes were a thing of the past, think again.
Well, I've liked her for 7 years, and I don't know, it's just, I don't know, I just liked her, and ever since then I've tried to look like her.
That's how I always dress. Madonna's my idol, her and Marilyn.
Open your heart to me, baby.
It's doubtful most of them could afford to truly recreate Madonna's current look, though, as the entire show is costumed by outrageous and outrageously expensive French designer Jean-Paul Gaultier.
We collaborated on anything. I mean, I actually sent him drawings originally about what I wanted, which were the first... I mean, a lot of the costumes were, like, inspired by my stick drawings. And then he kind of elaborated and threw his stuff in.
If the costumes shock, even more so the onstage antics.
It's so crazy that these costumes were deemed as shocking, right? They just look normal. And again, I guess the power of Madonna, right? For my eyes in 2022, I'm like, oh, pop girls been wearing stuff like this since I was born, you know? So let's go.
From humping a bed to writhing around in church to a call for condom use, the Blonde Ambition tour is designed to fly in the face of would-be censors. But as with everything she does, Madonna delivers the message with a smile.
I promised you that would be very special. Right now, though, see, if you didn't have a front row ticket for Houston, we're putting you in the box seat.
If you was at the Houston show, drop the comments below.
My dream of Genie Ponytail was gone, but not the crotch-grabbing, cross-dressing and taboo trashing that has become Madonna's calling card. This may be offensive to some, but for fans, and there are a lot of them, the only response was to yell for more.
All right, London, England. I just want to know one thing. Do you believe in love? 'Cause I got something to say about it. Don't look for it.
I just love this intro, right? I think this is my favorite Madonna tour intros thus far. Okay, let's go.
Brilliant. Roll shape. Very sexual. Very, very sexual.
You're a superstar.
Bug.
Come on, go. Treat me like a bachelor. Ain't gonna be good to you.
Yo, they were staying for real. They out here singing all the tracks, okay?
Yes, good. I like that. I love it. Thank you.
She's really good. She's not she's real demanding, but she's not she's not like, okay, you're in trouble now, you got that step wrong. She's not like that at all. We all have a lot of fun on stage.
Like a virgin. Touch for the very time. Like a virgin. And your heart beats next to mine.
What they see is what they get.
She's truly great. And I think that stage, that show, shows that she is truly a great artist.
And your mind make me strong. Yeah, you make me bold. 'Cause you look so loud. Yeah, you look so loud. What was yelling like a virgin. Touch for the very time.
Madonna on top of her bed and on top of the world. She can do no wrong right now. As you saw, Donna DeLory is on tour with Madonna as backup singer and dancer. She took time out to talk to us in the studio.
Second best is never enough. You do much better, baby, on your own. Don't go for second best.
This is Donna on stage with Madonna and her most famous guys as backing singer and dancer. But Donna's career didn't start with the queen of pop sleaze. Donna recorded her first work in 1973 when she sang on children's albums for Walt Disney.
I made
Oh, wow.
and to do my own album.
First of all, Donna looks so different with them bangs. Okay, second of all, wow, Donna was doing Disney albums. Like, I know that was kind of like, whoa, enter Madonna's world.
And be on my own right now, and we'll see what happens.
Donna worked closely with Madonna on the choreography for Express Yourself at the MTV Video Music Awards and more.
I wonder, like, and I'm quite for sure somewhere in the journey we'll see more interviews with Donna and Nikki, and perhaps they get a chance to express themselves on how they feel now, about that success that they were searching for then. I'm not sure whether or not it became big to them or not, but I know Nikki has an amazing voice. I know both of them are really, really good singers, and I never heard of them, so let's go.
She learned to vogue for Madonna's video.
I mean, I was like, at first, like, I'm not doing that. In the beginning, we had poses, and we had to, the director choreographer was asking us, now, what position can you hit? It's like, well, I could do this. Strike the pose. And it's like 4 in the morning, and I'm thinking, what pose am I going to strike? I forgot. I ended up doing something that they had showed me, because I had something else, and the guys, I said, Jose, come here, help me, give me a pose, And he would show me this one where you take your hands around, like, let's say this is around my head like this, and that's like the opening shot.
Wow, confidence is something, right? Or editing is something, right? Because you never know what's going on behind the scenes. I'm thinking like, oh, they're just over here just striking poses. You know what I mean? She like, nah, it wasn't like that.
I mean, that's her, that's her own. This show is obviously her own expression, her beliefs and everything. I share some things, but of course I have my own too.
When the tour winds
Good answer, Donna. I like that, right? It's kind of like, yeah, that's Madonna thing, but I'm now over here just on the Madonna bandwagon, like just brainwashed. Like, yeah, well, she said go. Nah, I got my own identity too. Good answer, Donna. I like that. Good Donna, right? She seemed like she's sweet. Let's go.
up in August, Donna plans to return to the studio and in time-honored tradition has her own album to do.
I'm getting ready to do my own album, so I'm going to go back after this tour to the States and finish songs that I've co-written with people and also outside songs.
Donna's album will be out in about 6 months, and she'll have to wait for her next tour until then, and that means living without room service and the bedroom minibar for a while.
I'm definitely spoiled. Phones in the bathrooms. When I go home, it's going to be like, can I put a phone in my bathroom?
The luxury life. That's it for
To even be having her own little interview here speaks to the power of Madonna, yes, but also the willingness to share the stage with the background singers, making them into dancers, making them a part of the entire show. She didn't have to do that. So again, shout out to Madonna. Isn't it so cool how like those hair clips are like back in style now? Like again, fashion is something that always like just amazes me how things like come and go, and it's like, oh wow, that's so cool. All right, anyway.
My leg. Did you ever notice that?
Can we get the light out and subtract the audience? Here's the way to.
Y'all know it's like that's somebody out there performing right now, or is that just like some music they're playing on the loudspeaker until Madonna come out? Drop the comments below. Dang, I just realized that's Christopher. Like, I'm like, dang, okay, they got like a similar kind of profile a little bit, right? They look alike a little bit. Wow, that's our brother. Okay.
Please win. Please clear the area. Please.
Alright, this is cool to see. Even though it would have been cool to hear what they were saying to each other, but cool to see like her on stage ritual and kind of like what kind of energy and mood she's in before she would hit the stage. So that was cool.
Vincent has always been an innovator, and the stars that he has worked with, Madonna.
That's it. Bang.
Okay, shout out to this dude Vincent for that choreography. It was lit. Okay, let's go.
That's great.
So he's reached the public, you know.
Wow, it's so cool to see this. Like, this is where it started.
Choreographed the video Express Yourself for her. She wanted me to work on the tour. Madonna hadn't really, she wasn't the queen yet. But Madonna thrived on creating controversy. She loved stirring up the sauce. She actually named the tour Blonde Ambition, so I took that and ran with it and thought, okay, well then this is great.
Heads. Breathe.
I was going to do this one piece, like a virgin. I said, okay, well then this is really cool. Now I know what I'll do with it. I'll put you on a big bed, and at first I had the two guys, the dancers, and they were going to be sort of just these beauties on the sides of the bed. And then Gautier designed these big pointy bras, so instead I made them eunuchs.
Interesting. This is just like the milk in the Express Yourself video. So it's so cool to hear. And also it speaks to, again, I think the character assassination Madonna gets a lot for her. Like, just starting on controversy and want to be controversial because, saying like with the milk scene and Express Yourself, to the average person going on the tour, the average fan, you thinking like, oh yeah, Madonna made these concepts, like it was her decision on that bed. It's like, nah, this dude was like, hey Madonna, he is playing into that controversy, right? He's like, oh, people thinking like, oh, we know who she want, we know what she about. And she was just like, oh, yeah, this is a cool idea. But it wasn't like she set out to be like, oh, I'm about to get on the bed on stage and we're going to call this the Blonde Ambition Tour. Right? This is very interesting.
Hold her. There you go. That's the idea.
Shout out to all the creative people in the background who don't get, the applause, whose names aren't heard, right? Because again, no superstar is a superstar without a team of people who are giving them ideas, you know what I mean? So, shout out to all them folks.
I think we should explore a few solutions.
Grammarly suggestions catch when your tone might undermine your message.
Houston's hottest music mix is always on 93Q.
Okay, Paula, B-52s, Madonna, never heard of them. Bobby Brown, okay, heard of them. Reacted to that. Shout out to my patrons. Y'all just give me like a 90s education. Let's go.
Push Houston's hot button now. 93Q.
As soon as I get home from work, as soon as I get home, turn on the box, MTV, there it is.
I feel like I reacted to that
We're
song.
backstage at the summit. It is showtime. Madonna is coming out right now. Here she is, as a matter of fact. She's going to take the stage. She's doing a... Hi, Madonna. She loves us. She's going up on stage to do a 1.25 hour show, 18 songs. The place is sold out, as it was last night. Little pre-show banter here. Place is really revving up outside. This should be quite a show here in Houston. This is sort of in the Bible Belt, and this show has, I don't know, there's a version of Like a Virgin she does that would make Prince blush. So it'll be interesting to see what they make of it as she continues across the South. Okay, she's getting warmed up, getting some advice. The beat goes on out front. She's had some trouble with newspaper reviewers there. The reviews here were not too kind this morning.
Still hated.
The Houston Post said that called her show pure self-indulgent commercialism, and didn't like the moral content of the show.
Pure self-indulgence commercialism. I mean, what is a tour? Okay, let's go.
Houston Chronicle was a little kinder. They said it was closer to a Broadway review than a pop concert. They also said she brought with her many tawdry antics. I don't know what she makes of this, but she must have been inspecting it because the show seems designed to shock. This is Madonna with her two dancers. I'm not sure what to make of that hairstyle yet.
Now he hating on the ponytail.
The clothes, of course, are by Jean-Paul Gaultier. Not the sort of thing you'd wear on the street, perhaps. Okay, she's warming up.
Okay, baby, well, as you can see, Madonna gave Kurt Loder quite a birthday finger. Happy birthday, Kurt. Madonna always does things to shock people, even us at MTV. There's not a lot that can shock us. But as you can see, the show is getting underway. She's ready to come out on stage. Her opening number is Express Yourself. Also, we're going to be bringing you live performance from tonight's show, so watch out for that. We're going to be live from you, live from the summit here in Houston, Texas, all the way until 12 o'clock. We're going to be voguing, poguing, and doing your thing. She does a couple of tributes. Okay, let's take a look at Madonna coming out on the stage. Here we go, live. Take it, girl.
Y'all know what, in the tour version I saw, I don't even think I seen all this part right here.
watching MTV to see a lot more Madonna tonight. We're going to be bringing you more from the stage, and also everything you need to know about Madonna will be coming to you live all the way until 12 o'clock. Right now, that European version of True Blue is very rare, so we're going to show it to you.
Alright guys, hope you guys have enjoyed this kind of Blond Ambition behind the scenes tour. Y'all know what's next. We gotta watch Truth or Dare. Alright guys, as always, drop the comments below. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you are subscribed, make sure you join the channel. And if you'd like for me to react to some of your choice, make sure you hit me for Patreon. The link is below. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.